Bene, vediamo un po'. Io sono qua. E... Beh, sì, sono qua, eccomi. Iniziamo fra 12 minuti più o meno. Oh, better, this is the English version, so I think I'll talk English, but let me know if who is here, so I will. Ciao Modesto. Io comincio in inglese, poi ripeto la stessa cosa in italiano e però inizio in inglese. Poi non so se ciao Lorenzo, partiamo appunto fra circa 12 minuti, però appunto come detto parto in inglese, ci metterò un'oretta e poi alle 3 faccio ancora in italiano e poi oggi finisco tipo intorno alle 4, dipende anche un po' da voi ovviamente, ma finirei più o meno intorno alle 4 e, e poi vado a vedere a casa l'ultima parte della partita della Svizzera. Sì, Modesto, tanto c'è tanto da vedere oggi, ma non, non ti perdi niente se non capisci tutto, anzi non lo so quanto bene parli inglese, ma comunque non si perde niente e poi dopo la rifaccio comunque in italiano, perciò si può sempre rivedere. Tra l'altro anche quella di giovedì sera adesso è live, è online, scusate, perché chiaramente dopo l'incidente che ho creato togliendomi a me stesso la corrente, ho, ho avuto due filmini, uno dell'inizio e uno dell'ultimo pezzo. Ciao Rosario, ti devo ancora una risposta a te, lo so. Dicevo appunto, dopo l'ho scaricata, l'ho messa insieme per avere una cosa un po' più fluida su YouTube. Ciao Simone. Mi porto ancora qua il pezzo che voglio montare e il plattorello, le viti 5, 6 e il trapanino. Voglio fare un attimo una prova. Ok, per non fare troppa brutta figura. Allora, da giovedì sera ad adesso ero abbastanza preso e infatti non ho ancora finito il vaso per Massimo. Ehm, sì, ero abbastanza preso e stamattina già di nuovo preparare la live di oggi pomeriggio e allora, insomma, è stato 2 giorni abbastanza impegnativi. Do ancora un'occhiata qua. Claudio, la live è mista, ma diciamo la prima ora fino alle 3 sarà principalmente inglese e dalle 3 alle 4 sarà principalmente italiano. Non ho ancora deciso se fermarmi o se fare tutta una tirata, ma mi sa che mi fermerò e riparto in italiano, così anche dopo su YouTube ce ne sono due, non una, e bisogna vedere prima tutta in inglese per poi arrivare a quella in, in italiano. Perciò mi fermerò un attimino, rifaccio anche il testo e poi sì, sono 5 minuti che mi fermo per poi ripartire in italiano. Appunto, oggi penso che terminerò alle 4 più o meno e, e niente. Ecco, vado ancora un attimo al bagno. Hi Charlie. So this is uh, a live about the Twister Fu-180, and it's the first hour. Will be in English, or mostly in English. You know, I if I have any question in Italian or in German, I can switch. And so, but it will be mostly an English one, and then the second hour from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock will be um, in Italian, but the same thing. I I prepare two blanks for two times the same job, but first in English and then in Italian. So I just have to check. No, I will do that after with you. Ciao Pier. It's almost time to start. Ciao Thomas. Almost time to start. Uh, Charlie, please tell us where you are. I asked that because of the European Championship. So Switzerland at 3 o'clock will be against Wales. So let me know where you come from. Oh, benissimo. Allora, let's start with this live. As you told, it will be mostly in English, but for all my Italian friends, chiaramente fino alle 3 sarà piuttosto in inglese, dopo sarà piuttosto in italiano, ma ormai lo sapete, è sempre un po' un mix. So, I have these FU Twister Fu-180. It's of the Stratos family, and I don't have this one for a long time now. It's about 2-3 months. I don't remember exactly, but I before I always snubbed a little bit this lathe because I thought that it is something not really necessary in between a good bench lathe and a real big lathe, something in between, not really a small one, but not really a big one. So I thought that it is a little bit an unnecessary thing. Then I decided to try that, and I have to say that I was wrong. I really think that I was wrong. It is something in between, but something really good in between. So it's just a step that that it needed between a few 200, for example, and MIDI Pro. So I changed my mind, but today I really would like to try where I can go with this lathe. So I prepared now before showing you that, I will show you the lathe. You know, it's nothing special, it's everything what you can expect from a lathe. So we have here um, two positions of the pulley. Um, we have the swiveling head. Here, this is the possibility to swivel the head. Unlock here, and you can swivel. Then we have the mobile remote control with this speed regulator. Yeah, everything you need. Nothing really special. It's M33 thread here and CM2. So all the stuff you usually have in all these lathes. What we have here is, and for this I will change camera. We have the swiveling head, and when we swiveled, there is a little bit of I don't know how to say of yeah, just the thing you need to be able to swivel the head. And so if you want to be really aligned with the headstock and the and the uh, oh, sorry, I forgot. So you have to use this double cone to center the two heads, and so you can be absolutely sure that they are perfectly aligned. Okay, now I prepared this blank here, and it is a wet ginkgo biloba blank, and he is 10 kilograms. His weight is 10 kilograms, so I think that will be quite challenging for this lathe. The diameter is, I don't know, 33. So the maximum diameter of this lathe is 36. This one is 33. That's fine. There is also a branch in, so probably it will be a little bit wobbling because the weight is not distributed very well. Who follows me for a little now knows that I have this centering jig, because if you want to mount the faceplate on the lathe, on the blank, you never know exactly where is the center. So with this one, I can center the piece exactly. Oh, so like this. Don't over tight the screws. You only risk that they break, and then you have the screws in your blank, and that gives you a lot of troubles. And don't use the screws more than once. Don't use the screws more than once. Yeah, throw them away, and use new screws for a second blank. That's my opinion. Okay, let's have a look. I didn't tell you what I will do. So my idea here is to rough out this bowl. Then I will put it on a shelf for about 1 year to let it dry. 10 kg. L'ho pesato stamattina apposta perché mi aspettavo questa domanda. So 10 kg. Nein, Thomas, die Bank ist nicht verschraubt. Die ist nur gerade hingestellt. Beh, la domanda di Thomas, assolutamente pertinente, è se il tornio è avvitato per terra. No, non è. The lathe is not bolted to the concrete here. E io comincio a accendere un po' e vedere cosa succede. Questo sono 260 giri, 340 giri, 400 rpms, 415, and it starts a little bit to wobble. I think I will stop here and put my face shield on. No, just I'll stop again. I try to put my face shield on with... Okay, you can still hear me, I imagine. Abbassa un po' il volume, penso, perché sennò è un po'... Ok. And the tool rest, my tool rest is here, and the first thing I will do is roughing the outside just to try to have a little less wobble. I'll use my bow gouge with the fingernail shape. This is my really preferred gouge. I love this gouge very, very much. And yeah, let's start. So this is 490. You can see this wood turns very well. It's really a very gentle wood. Ginkgo biloba. Whoever turned with ginkgo knows that is really a very gentle wood for your gouges, but it's wet. You can see my hand, my face shield is wet. So this is about 4 millimeters of, you can see here about 4 millimeters that I cut, and that works very well. But if I push a little bit more, I can stop the lathe. So this is 1.5 horsepower. There is one thing I noticed, and you perhaps have seen that just now. When I force it too much, it stops. It doesn't slow down and try to force if I do too much force, but it stops. And I think this is just for not over forcing the lathe. I never noticed that in other lathes, but this one does that. And also one of my friends owning this lathe told me that it does it. So now I hope I can speed up a little bit. We'll see. Well, before speeding up, I will straighten this movement here, and then I will speed up. So I'll just go to 14490. Yeah, that's
no, 530, but not more. So for doing a more ergonomic job, I could now swivel the head. I don't do it because of the cameras. If I would swivel the head now, you wouldn't see everything very well. So I'll just do a little bit less ergonomic job. I'm happy that today is a really warm day. It's about 30 degrees, and because the wood is very wet. I'll show you just for a moment. Okay, now I'll show you for a moment my face. Red dragon. Okay, you can see here it's wet, and I don't see so much. Okay, I'll move a little bit closer. Now it's straighten here, and I will put on a cannon. I will use my Nova T10 jack with the 130 jaws. That means the minimum diameter will be 120. I think I'll check that. Yeah, 120. And after moving it will be probably too small, but that gives me the possibility to use my 100 mil jaws, and so I'll still have quite a nice good tenon also after moving, after warping. Okay, so this should be 120 mils. It is, and I'll give just an answer to Simone. È bella, è veramente bella. Io avevo provato anche quella della Trent, che tra l'altro io avrei in rivendita, però questa qua è molto meglio di quella della Trent. Questo è quella della X-Monster. Il vantaggio di questa è che è molto più leggera di quella della Trent, e in più il vetro qua è un policarbonato, non è plexi, perciò non diventa subito torbida e non vedi più niente. Cioè questo è una cosa molto importante. Qui vedo veramente bene, non si graffia facilmente. Un plexi tutte le volte che lo pulisci fa dei graffietti e dopo poco non vedi più bene. Invece questo è come vetro, parte che si sporca dalla polvere eccetera, quello sì, però è veramente quasi come vetro. E allora sono veramente molto contento di questa maschera. La batteria è qua dietro e tiene tanto. Comunque fammi sapere, o perché se usi un link che ti do io, la Xminster mi versa una piccola percentuale. Non è tantissimo, ma meglio di niente, o come si dice qua in Ticino, meglio da una got. Posso poi anche mettere il link qua sotto il video. Intanto vado avanti. This is 530 rpms and it's a little bit too much. Ok. I could also work here still with the center point. That would give me a little bit more of security, safety, but really I don't need that here because 1.5 horsepower means that I can't push too much, otherwise the lathe will stop. So I really don't need the center point as for more safety. You can see this. Sorry people. Head cam. Okay, now you can see these shadings here. This is Ginkgo biloba. It does really great shadings. It cuts so well. That's really one of the best timbers for turning. So the tenon, I prefer to do the tenon with the high wheel. I prefer to make the tenon with spindle gouge. I love perfect cotton tenons. So this one is 4 mils and this is enough. So let me do the shoulder of the tenon a bit better. I really think that a good tenon with a proper clean cut and a good shoulder is very important. Now we can start with the final shape of the bow. So you can see this is about 4 mils of cutting away 4 mils. That's about the maximum that is possible. Otherwise I have some vibrations, and I have and the lathe is not is stopping, but yeah, 4 mils is not so bad. Yeah, you have seen it stopped. This was 8 mils or something, and the lathe stopped. But yeah, it's now I told you that I will try to see the limits of this lathe, and I thought to have here quite a big pole, but it's not absolutely not the limit of this lathe. He could do easily much more. Ho dimenticato la live su Facebook, la faccio poi in italiano. Ciao Edran. Okay, this will be the final shape of the bowl, and now I'll do the inside. You can see here there is some, I'll change the camera for that. Also the camera is wet. Here, let me see where it is. Oh, we have some tear out here. Oh, you don't see that really well. Oh yeah, you can see here some tear out, and that's really why I don't bother that too much, because I don't need a perfect shape now. This is a roughing job, and the final cut will be next year, not yet. So that is enough for today. And then I will change camera again, and I want to show you something. If you do this roughing jobs, always remember after to clean very well your lathe, otherwise it could become rusty. And if you use wood with a lot of tannin inside, you better um, protect your lathe well before starting, because the tannin is very aggressive and can damage your bed. Yeah, just in time. Any questions? And then remember to throw away these screws. Don't use them twice. You're only risking to break them inside of your bowl, and then you have um, to pull them out in some way, and that's quite hard. Okay, let's hollow the bowl. So this is 720, it is wobbling a little bit, but not too much. I always clean the top before starting to hollow. It makes my life easier. It's easier to start on a clean surface than on a rough surface every time you have to start. Okay, now it's a little bit too high. Okay. And here, same thing, about 4 mils is okay, and there is no need to force more, and that's what we can do with 1.5 horsepower. here I am again. No, not here. Here. Okay, sorry for that. Oh, I will change the camera again. I have today also another camera, this one, that gives a good image from the hollowing part. Also here I use my fingernail ball gouge, 16 mil ball gouge, or 5/8. Okay, that was too much, eh? I know that when I'm hollowing the balls that I often pushes too much. Allora, tutto a posto. Time to change a little bit the position of the, I can change too much. To rest. So that is the limit of this lathe. You have seen that you can't cut 8 mils on a 33 centimeter bowl, but I don't really think that that is a problem. That's I am used to work on the Stratos 230 or on the Stratos XL, so I can cut also 1 centimeter, and that is not a problem. But I shouldn't do that with this lathe, but my idea was to try the limits, so it's also okay to cut a little bit too much and see when he stops. So let's just check the depth. Ok, la visiera è comoda, ma il problema della visiera per me è che ho le cuffie dove sono. Aspetta, facciamo un piccolo cambio di camere. Ops, qui ci sono tutti i truccioli. Il mio mouse, ecco, ok. Le cuffie e la visiera qua è un po' stretta, allora mi schiaccia un po'. Mi schiaccia un po' qua. Non è proprio un problema questo. Volevo controllare la profondità. Check the depth. I have these depth. It would have been better preparing the depth before, but yeah, so now you can see me. Okay, I have 1.5 centimeters more to cut, and then it's fine. You can see here this branch that makes it a little bit harder to turn, but it's really a very gentle wood, so when I say a little bit harder, that's really not a problem. Okay, 1.5 centimeter more. That's quite a lot of overhang, and we could use another pull rest with this overhang, but yeah, it works. It's okay. I'm just roughing, I'm not doing a finishing cut, so it works. I could use my other gouge with the traditional shape. I'm not cutting too much, but for the bottom this is a little bit easier because I have more bevel contact with this one, so it makes me the bottom cut a little bit easier. So I think that is okay now.
And also the wall thickness, I think, is okay. I'll check that. Ja, Thomas, ist viel Überhang. Okay, it could be a little bit more again, but yeah, it could be a little bit more. Aber es geht schon. Remember that I'm still roughing out, so I'm not really interested in a super smooth cut. That must be enough for today. Yeah. So, what do you think about the FU? What do you think about the Fu-180? Yeah, I think this is a good test. 10 kilo ball blank, roughing it out, and it did very well. I think it's quite a heavy blank. So du hast also auch schon Ginkgo oder Ginkgo gedreht. Ja, es ist wirklich ein tolles Holz zum Drehen. Ich schaffe das mit allem. ich gehe gerne ziemlich heftig rein, also schaffe ich das sehr oft, dass ich auch meine Fu 230 mit 2 PS, die bringe ich zum Stehen. Schaffe ich schon. Okay. Anything to say about the this lathe here, the FU 230, 180. If you don't have any question, I say something. Um, I'm really happy about this lathe. I'm very surprised. I didn't expect that he will do this bowl so easily and with so less wobbling, and yeah, I'm I'm quite happy. Just for a second, I'll show you this. This is a bowl I made. I have to. Okay, now I think you can hear me. This is a platter I made this week. It's the wood is honey locust, and it's much harder than this ginkgo biloba that I had here. Um, and I made it on my Stratos XL. The diameter of this piece is 59. Yeah, I had some fun. You can see this wood was dry, so I prepared this plank. It's laminated plank. I prepared this plank, I think 5 or 6 years ago, and so it is dry for sure. Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, just just to show you that. Um, Anything else? Anything else to say, to tell me, to ask? So if there isn't any more question or observation, I would stop this live here and restart in 5 minutes with the Italian one. Is that fine for you? Okay, so let's stop. See you in 5 minutes again, and I will restart and redo the same thing. Bye bye.